Hi there, welcome to Out Colors. I'm Erica. On today's video, we are going to be doing another Mix It Up Monday, and today's video is going to be all about drawing. I am a little nervous because I typically, I've just recently started sharing my doodles with you guys, so I'm still kind of, nervous just about sharing things in general, but y'all have been so lovely, and I just really appreciate it. So we're going to work on drawing a mermaid today. I have several sketches already started, and we're going to kind of expand. I'm going to show you how I kind of expand on a sketch, and then I'm going to take it all the way through to a finished illustration. So hopefully this won't take too long. All right, so let's get started. So in this big old sketchbook here, I have a whole page of ideas. So I went on Pinterest and found several just images that I decided to then turn into mermaid sketches. So I think today what we might do, because I kind of want something that's going to be, it's going to take up quite a bit of space. I have this one started. I have this one sketched but not inked yet. I'm thinking maybe we'll go with this one or this one. Yeah, I just have to decide between those two now. That's my conundrum. So let me pick one here. I could mesh the two actually and do it that way. I think we might do that. Yeah, so this one was based off of a plus size model image that I saw, and she had this big kimono on and she looked really pretty. And then this one was just a sunflower wreath that I saw online, and I just liked the wreath. So then I was like, well, I'll just put a mermaid in it. So yeah, maybe I'll just combine those two. So, all right, so we have that idea. So let me get in my sketchbook here. This is current sketches. So here we go. So typically I do draw, like if you could see there, I do draw with a color erase pencil. But I'm gonna draw with just a regular graphite pencil so that you guys can see a little bit better. Okay, so I just have this, I don't even know what this is, some HB2 pencil. Okay, so we've got, let's see, so we're gonna start up here in this little corner, and I am going to have to just kind of do another little thumbnail. So I typically, and I need to make sure that I make it a square this time, because that's what my page is. It's a square. So we have the wreath in the background, right? So that would be nice big wreath. And then we would have the mermaid. Where does she need to go? I do like how on the other sketch I had the mermaid kind of in front, and then the wreath is all kind of behind her. So I think maybe we'll do that. So, mermaid's head is right there, and she had on a little hat. My problem when I start sketching is I always end up doing, I always run out of room. So you can see I've already run out of room for this one. So I'm going to have to make her smaller so that I can make sure that I get the whole mermaid in there. And I want to make sure she's plus size, because that is representative of so many people. All right, and she's gonna have two big fins here, so we'll have this one come out this way. Okay, so then if I have on the other sketch, I had the sunflower here, but if the tail's here now, so we're going to maybe put the big sunflower up here. So I'm just going to sketch that really quick. Yeah, I like that. And then we have some leaves coming out. And then we have smaller flowers here. And then, yeah, that'll work. And then the wreath will kind of wrap around the mermaid this way. There we go. That looks good. I like it. So we have the leaves coming this way. Yeah, okay. And then, this is the other thing. So arms are always hard for me. So I'm trying to work on that a little bit. And in the one sketch, I have it so that the arms are coming in front. And I like that pose a little bit better. It kind of creates, I don't know, just a better sense of movement, but I don't know how, if I'm gonna be able to get that kimono, or if I even want the kimono. Maybe I don't want the kimono. Maybe I just want a plus size merm with a hat. What do we think of that? That might work. All right, here we go. One more time. And this is, since this is hand drawn, it is not gonna be, I don't have like perfect circles. I don't have, things are not gonna match well. This is just gonna be totally freehand and guessy. Okay, so there's my sort of circle. And we're gonna put the mermaid right here. We're gonna put her head there. And she's got her body. There's the top part, and we're gonna have her hips come out this way. So she's gonna go, and I want her to have, there we go. I want her to be nice and curvy. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's make that a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay. And then great big, let's do that. There's one. All right, what do we think? You like it? I kind of want this one to go, I want this one to be a little higher. Yep. There we go. I like that much better. Okay. So let's work on the merm. So we've got, her face is gonna be centered in the middle. This is kind of my thought process as I do all of my stuff. And sometimes I do just the little dots for the eyes. Sometimes I add in the whole face, but this is kind of what we're gonna do today. So all of my drawings typically start out like this. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing on this page too, because otherwise this is gonna be kind of pointless, this whole video. All right, and then let's see, how did we say her arms? The other one was having it come around. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see, we're gonna have, so she could be holding a flower as well. And that way, she's kind of interacting with something. So maybe we could do that. We could just draw one of the sunflowers kind of in her hand. That might be cool. Okay, so I don't want her head straight on then. I want it kind of tilted, I think. I think that would be cuter. So she's gonna have her head kind of tilted sideways. So this ear would be up here. There we go. I like that. I'm gonna make this shoulder drop, but this one will kind of go up a little higher. I thought I could make this video with you guys kind of seeing this whole thought process, but I might have to end up speeding this up, especially when I go to do any of the other work, because it's just, this is funny. Okay, so now I'm gonna draw the hat in. So I'm gonna do this little wonky shape here, and then make sure that, look at the other hat that I drew. So I have this shape, and then I want little brim. Okay, and then she's just gonna come straight up into like a fedora type hat. That is not thin enough. Let's try it here. There's a little, that hat looks too small, doesn't it? We're gonna make the sides a little bit bigger. All right, that looks more appropriate. We're gonna have some hair coming out. My one picture had straight hair, but I really like to have just a little bit of wave to the hair that I draw. It's just so much prettier to draw it that way. Her hat still looks wonky. What's going on with that? Why is that off? That looks a little bit better. So all this hair is going to go kind of behind on this side and in front on this side. So I want this to go behind. All right, I like her. So let's kind of sketch in where the big sunflowers are going to go. So we're going to have some here. When I go to ink these in, they'll definitely be better drawn, but for right now this is just kind of a rough sketch of where the things are going to go. Cool. All right, and then we'll draw in some smaller flowers in here. Just going to kind of leave a space for them temporarily. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and draw in the wreath a little bit better, and then we'll come back and work on the mermaid, but I'm going to speed this up so you guys can see. And if I have anything that, I need to talk to you about or whatever, then I will do a little bit of a voiceover. But otherwise, I will talk to you again here in a second. Okay, so that looks a little bit better. I like that. I'll be, when I ink that in and color it in, I'll be adding a lot more details and stuff in, but this is kind of the rough sketch idea of this. So again, we're going to go back in, we're going to darken up some of these lines, try to add in a little bit more detail. So we're going to make sure that the hair comes around this way. So we're just going to do simple face. So I am just going to do some dots for the eyes on this one, and then I just add like a little kind of line to the side. Add in a little nose, a little mouth. And then we're going to make sure that the chin is here, and then it kind of goes up this way. We've got the neck here. All right, so there's that so far. Like I said, arms are always the hardest, but we're having this one come across this way. Oh, they need to be bigger. I like to draw the cartoony styles because then I can kind of, you know, do whatever I want. Like I don't have to, if I don't want to draw on hands, I don't have to draw on hands. It really does help if, you know, there are certain things that you struggle with. I don't like the way that that shoulder's looking. Okay, I'm going to draw in the other side of this tail here. I feel like this hat just needs to be, I don't know, bigger maybe? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just need a bigger hat. Let's try that. Let's just make it super big. And there's our little brim. And then those fedoras kind of have like a dip, right? What do you think of that? Is that any better? That's a little bit better. So the other thing that you have to remember to do is if the hair comes out a little bit, you gotta add in your ear. There's just a little bit right there. And we want some eyebrows. Okay. That's as good as it's gonna get. All right, so my waist is about right here. So we're gonna have a waist part come in here. And then we'll have, yeah, see, that's just not right. I don't know what's going on, but I can't get it to do right. So we're just going to come across this way. So then you would have your other part. I'm just gonna draw it in behind the flower and then we can go from there. All right, that's gonna work. It's gonna have to because I can't figure out what is going on with my arm. So then we get the tail over here. All right, so there we go. Let me finish this stem here, and then we'll have a little leaf that comes out a little bit. Kind of, oh, look, I can cover up that whole area and not have to have it be driving me crazy. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my kneaded eraser and we're gonna go through and kind of erase all of the dark lines. We're gonna lighten them all up so that when I go to add my color in, that it doesn't mess up my markers. So I've got my kneaded eraser here. I've got it all worked and I'm just gonna rub this right over the top. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this up so you can see. So you can see that it's still there very, very lightly. Typically what I do is I go in with my pen first, but I discovered the other day that the pens that I am using in this book tend to bleed a little bit. So, or not bleed, but they don't dry right away. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do marker first this time. So let me pick out some colors. What colors do we want? I didn't even think about that. So we have sunflowers, so definitely want to have some sunflowery colors. So we've got, let's see, I've got this YR33, which I think will be really pretty for the sunflower. And then, so let me write that down. All right, so what goes good with that? So let's get in some, let's just make this kind of fun and summery. I think we're good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my color first. So let's do, yeah, we're just gonna do, get the shapes in here. Cool. And then this little one. Okay. Let's do this brown. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a couple of browns for the center. So I'm gonna grab, first I'm gonna grab my Y9, which is kind of a yellowy ochre color. So we're gonna go around this way first. And then in the center of it, I'm gonna use this color. And then around the outside edge, we're gonna do this darker brown. And see if I can't make that kind of blend back into the center. I'm not the best at working with just markers, so sometimes I have to do like some pencil work or something to get the blends that I want. Yeah, that color's not too far off from the color that's in there. I might need another tone. Let's try BR2 and see if that kind of helps a little bit. That works. I like that. Nope, wrong side. Okay, that's cute. We've got that. Let's draw in the leaves here. So the only bad thing about doing the line art first is it kind of looks like a hot mess until you, to do the marker first, is it looks like a hot mess until you can get in here and do some line art. And it always makes me paranoid that I've like just completely screwed up. But you always have to remember there's an ugly stage. There's always an ugly stage. Let me get this guy drawn in. Probably gonna have to grab a couple more greens because I can't just have the one green. Now that I'm looking at this, I don't know if I love the red. I tend to change my mind a lot on these as well. Let's not do this bright yellow. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back to I like the red for maybe the tiny ones, but maybe for these other flowers we could do I kind of like this one. So let's try this. So this is YR4. All right, and these guys are just gonna be little. Got those in there. Let's do some of these leaves. I'm gonna give these guys little. See about drawing these guys in. Okay. This is going well so far. And then I like this one to go this way, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I really like to have the line art done first because I just feel like I'm more confident in coloring that in. All right, let's try to draw this guy. Okay, that's all right. Let me get this side done. All right, and then the centers for those guys could be probably this yellow. No, let's just do this darkest brown. Okay, and then this little extra little bit here, we'll do that in that lightest green. All right, time for her. Let's do the mermaid now. So I said, what did I say for her skin? Shoot. I said 209, I think. I cannot see where my line art is anymore. So we're gonna try to I'm just gonna kind of trace in where I think the line art was. I have no idea if that's right. And I screwed up the face, so that's awesome. I'm gonna have to wait on the face. So let's do her hair. That's what I didn't grab. I didn't grab anything for her hair. I really like, I want a really nice dark brown. Let's try this Y12. Let's see. See how that goes. I love brush markers. So we're just gonna color in the whole bunch. And I'm gonna go in the direction that the hair strands would be going, because even though this is an alcohol marker, these aren't working the greatest on this paper for some reason. All right, and then back behind there, it's gonna be a little bit darker brown. Do I have a darker brown? I do, so let's try that one. I think first I'm just going to go through with this one. Maybe I could just go over that twice and see if maybe that would darken it up, because I don't want to make that super dark. Super dark. All right. Okay, and then we have the Mermaid Tail. So let's try, I'm gonna try her, this one. I'm gonna try her top with this color, which I completely didn't do over here. So there's her top. And then her tail, we're gonna color it with a little bit darker. And she was coming across here, so there's a tail right here. You guys get to see all the struggles. So we're gonna go out this way. This marker isn't being helpful. Let's try, yeah, I think the lighter color too for the fins. All right, and then the hat, try this warm gray 50. And I think first I'm just gonna, that's a chisel. All right, so we're just gonna color it in and hope that it works. This is gonna look so much better with line art, I promise. I promise. Okay, and then let's do a yellow band on the hat. What do we say? Okay. I kind of wanted to add a little bit more shadow to the tail, but I think that I'm going to hold off on that until I get the line work done. So I'm going to go through, do the line work, and I'll show you a little bit of that, but I'm going to speed up the rest of it so you can see how that goes. So I will talk to you again here in a second. All right, that looks a little bit better. So now I'm gonna add in a little bit more color. So I'm using that GY4 again on the area. Oops, I forgot to do a little bit of line art right here. So we're gonna add in a little bit of color there. Hopefully that doesn't, okay. And then we'll do some cheeks. shoulder. She's very simplified this time, so the other ones, the other mermaids I've been drawing, they have been a little bit more detailed, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but I did not feel like messing with the hands, so that's what we get. I'm hoping that was not off camera. I'm sorry if it was. I'm just adding a little bit more color into the tail right now. Let's see if I can get this to blend into this a little bit better. Okay, let's see. I do want to make some of the lines in the hair a little bit darker, so let me use this darker brown. No, I'm going to use pencil for that. I'm going to use pencil for that. Yep. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a couple of pencils. Get all these markers out of the way. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use, I've got my Prismacolor, so I've got some henna here. I'm going to add in some cheeks. And then I have my lovely blender, so I can blend that out a little bit. And then she's gonna have a little bit on her shoulder and a little bit on her elbows. Although she doesn't really have elbows, she's just got like sticks for arms. I don't love that. Let's try this sienna brown. There, we're gonna add in a darker neck. All right, and we're gonna add in another color. I'm gonna try this black raspberry because I really want to get some of these shadows darker. Specifically right under the chin here, and then around the hat and the hair. Hair. Okay, I like that. Yep. All right, so let's find a nice color for the hair. I'm gonna say this dark umber is good because it just is, so I'm gonna color over that really quick. And then on the top of the hair, I'm just going to draw in some texture lines. So I'm just adding a few lines, kind of mixing them in with the lines that are already there from the marker. There we go. Okay, make sure that this is nice and dark here. it's looking better already. Okay, hat. I was not sure what to do with this hat, so let's grab, I've got a French gray. Nope, I don't want that one. That one's too dark. I've got my French gray 30. So let's see if this is a good color. That looks better. Okay, nice hat. I think this goldenrod color, that's too spot on. All right, so we're gonna have to shade with a little bit darker. Okay, and then I'm gonna also do a couple of these flowers in here. So you could definitely say that this is, you know, still a coloring related video because I am still coloring. I like that. The tail. Not loving how that turned out. However, we can still save it, I think. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add in some texture to either side of the mermaid. So I'm just doing little dots. And they'll kind of come in a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And there we go. So that kind of helps a little. And then I can also come in with, I think this probably color. And no, that's not gonna show up. Well, shoot. Thought that I was gonna be able to get, nope. All right, scratch that idea. So I'm just kind of little tiny dots, or like they're not even dots, they're like little scribbly lines almost. Okay, I like that. I do want to add in some shadow here. So I like that color. I'm trying to find a good color. This one's gonna have to work. I'm gonna draw in some lines on the tail here. So I'm kind of following the direction of the fin, but I'm not like making these super dark or anything. Okay, do the same thing here. And then these ones are going to come up this way because it's curved here. So then we'll do a few more this way and a few more this way. Shade this a little bit because that is curled on itself. All right, the mermaid's cute. Let's work on the flower thing. So I'm gonna add in just a little bit of shading to the base of all these leaves. Okay, and then these flowers. Let's try this. Nope. This one. So I'm using henna for these flowers now. Just in the centers here. All right, so I'm using the peach to blend this out a little bit. And then I'm gonna use my dark umber again, and we're gonna go around the inside of this. Okay, I am gonna add in some dark umber right around to the outside of this, and then we're gonna do some more like dotty things like we did on the mermaid's tail. So I'm gonna lighten up my pressure, and then we're gonna start just doing little dots around the edge of this, kind of working our way in, just to add a little bit of texture to the sunflower center. It'd probably be easier to do this with a pen or a marker, but I don't feel like trying to dig one out. So, all right, what else can we do to this now? I might darken the stem up here. I think think that's cute. All right, so let's grab, I'm gonna grab some of this sunflower, or not this sunflower, this is goldenrod, but it's really similar to the color of the sunflower that's out here. And I'm just gonna add in a couple little dots here and there, specifically around the sunflower. I do want to cheat a little bit and use my white Posca to cover up where I've made such a big mess here. So we're just gonna cover that right up and nobody's ever gonna know, right? Like, you guys can keep a secret. There was no mistakes made. This is exactly how I meant to draw it. It was perfect as soon as I did it. All right, that'll work. Now I'm gonna do a little bit around some of these flowers. That's the only thing. I'm still struggling with making sure that my alcohol markers stay in the lines. So that's why I typically need the line art, because then even if I try to go back over with, when I go back over with the line art, it's never in the same place that my markers are in. So I just make a big old mess. So yeah, so let's do some more fun little dots. So I'm just gonna start making some dots around. And then let's grab this peach color, because that is a cute color to do with this. And we'll just do a couple of those. Yeah, that one. Okay, so we're gonna use this poppy, and we're just gonna make like little plus signs, because that's cute and like magical. Kind of looks like magic a little bit. Sort of, not really, but okay, so we've got that. Let's see, how do I feel about, I kind of want to do a little bit of a background coming out from here, but I don't want it to take too long to do it, but I just want to add in a little bit of color behind some of these vines here. Although that's not quite the right color either. So let me try to add in some of this. All right, that's cute. Just adding a tiny little bit of a background just because it felt really, I don't know, bare, blank. I'm not sure what the right words are for that right there. I like this, but now, however, I feel like I need to add in some more. I need to add in some green dots. This is a never-ending picture, but I think it's going to be super cute when it's done. Or it's going to be cute. All right, let me add in some green dots. All right, I think she's done. That's kind of cute. Maybe I could, I'm gonna stop messing. I think I need to stop messing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to trace these guys because this is just making it a little bit darker. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna move her a little closer. So she's pretty textured still, but I think she turned out pretty cute. Oh, highlights. Let's add some highlights. So let's see. Do we want some little dots in her eyes? That didn't work out quite right. Well, shoot. Cover that back up. Put the dot in this corner. There we go. And then a little bit on her nose. And then let's do a little bit on her shoulder. And then of course her tail. So she's very shiny. I am going to grab my eggshell color here and see if I can draw in some highlights on her hair. There we go. That's cute. Some dots in the sunflower as well. We'll do some over here. And then we'll do a few up here. And then a couple dots there. I really like this. I'm glad I decided to come on and do a little bit of drawing. I typically would not, like I said, this is not what I would normally do. Okay, I am gonna put a little dot of color, or a little dot of white in the center of each of the leaves here. And then on these leaves, I'm just gonna draw a little bit of line. Okay, I think that's it. There she is. There is our autumn wreath, sunflower wreath, plus size mermaid. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you would like to see anything like this again in the future, let me know. I know my drawing skills aren't, you know, super great, but it's fun to doodle and it's fun to create your own things to bring to life. So that was the whole point of me making this video today. So, all right, for the third or fourth time, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.